Welcome back to On the Volley. Here I am outside the Shamrock Irish pub, okay, just round the corner from the Coliseum on the Via del Corso, my local, you know. So anyway, I'm here today. You see me in a Celtic top, but I'm not here to talk about Celtic. I'm here to talk about someone that is close to the Celtic heart, yeah, and that's Ange Postecoglou. What was it? Ange Postecoglou is going to get sacked by Spurs by Christmas. Really? Really? Oh man, I think, and I've said this before, everyone got it wrong. They got it wrong when he came to Celtic because it was the same noise, and we have the same noise now. But you look at his first two games. Drew against Brentford away from home. Won against Manchester United 2-0. Yes, the first half they weren't at the races, but that is a classic, okay? It's only his second game. Second half they come into it, and I tell you what, they fully deserve the win. Now, the other thing that makes me laugh, well, doesn't make me laugh. I mean, you know, it's probably the wrong word I'm using, okay? What doesn't surprise me is that when Ange went to Celtic, everyone was like, oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Blah, 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 okay? You know, there was no confidence in him because no one knew him and because of where he came from. I mean, we're talking Australia and Japan. Same thing with the Spurs supporters. But now, the Spurs supporters absolutely love Ange. You know why? Because they're seeing Ange ball in action. Finally, they're seeing a team that plays with heart, okay, that plays attacking football. Whereas Celtic, we've gone to sidewards passing and backwards passing. Spurs, which used to be like that, has gone to attacking football, yeah. Has gone to attacking football, and the Spurs fans already love him. But that's not a surprise. Same thing happened when he was at Celtic. And one other thing that really, really got me, you know, because I watch other, you know, YouTube channels, okay. I watch the Celtic YouTube channels. I watch Arsenal Fan TV. And I especially watch Expressions. And Expressions in his last video, when they beat Man United 2-0, Expressions was oozing, you know what I mean? And I have to say, that guy is definitely there, happy and with it. Ange has got the Spurs fans believing again. Ange has got the Spurs fans enjoying their football. Listen, my team in England is Arsenal. And I've told all my friends, we need to watch out because they have a manager that he's gonna take them places. He's already improved the team after 2 games, or within 2 games, if you like, yeah? Like I said before, let's not forget, Brentford last season only lost 2 games at home, yeah? So that was a great result, okay, in his first game. Manchester United, I can't remember the last time Tottenham beat Manchester United, to be totally honest, okay? Not that I follow their results or look at their stats, you know. I've never cared for Tottenham. I still don't care for Tottenham, and I hope they don't do better than Arsenal. I've got to be honest with you. But I am worried. I want Ange to do well. I've said it before. Not as good as Arsenal, but I'll be honest with you. I would have loved Ange Postecoglou at Arsenal, but it wasn't happening. We got Mikel Arteta, and Spurs now have a serious manager. Ange Postecoglou comes in, and everyone was like, oh, who's Ange? What's this guy? Do you know what I mean? After Conte and Mourinho. Now, Conte and Mourinho are the managers. They're at this level, and the Spurs fans had so much expectations when they come in. They got disappointed. Ange has been there 2 minutes and they're already, okay, behind the guy. They already love the guy. They already have confidence in their team and they already love the style of play he's playing. Ange plays Ange ball. And I tell you what, I've said it, I'm going to be following his progress this season. I've said to all my boys that are Arsenal supporters, we need to watch Spurs this season because they have a solid manager there. And like I've said before, especially my boy Des, yeah, he said turn around and he just laughed, okay, he said, oh, Ange Postecoglou, yeah, he managed Celtic, he managed in Japan, okay, he managed in Australia, he's a no one, okay, there's no way he's going to do something. He's not the only one. I repeat, what was everyone saying? He's going to be sacked by Christmas. Yeah, right. I don't think so. Ange Postecoglou has a habit of just basically proving everyone wrong. That's his motivation. He said when he came to Tottenham, he went there because he loves a challenge. He wants to rebuild. And I'll tell you something else. Spurs were a team in need of rebuilding, and Spurs were a team in need of someone like Ange. And I'll tell you something else, right? Ange will bring them a trophy or two. I'm sure about that. I've said it in my last video. Ange says it at every club he goes to. His message is, don't judge me on my first season, judge me on my second. And that boy, okay, is always true to his word. He says that, but normally in his first season, he's improved the team so much that they could possibly win something. He did it at Celtic. He didn't win the treble in his first season. He won 2 cups. And that was a great result because he had to completely rebuild the team. And I've said this as well, and I'm going to say it again. Anyone that does not buy into his philosophy, his style of play, Ange ball, okay, will be out the door. And if someone doesn't want to stay there, well, he says, yeah, goodbye. Right, the other thing I've got to say, Kane hasn't felt any loss there. And I know everyone was saying, oh, without Kane, and I know last season if Kane wasn't there and there wasn't his goals, then maybe, you know, they would have been relegated. No, I don't know the stats, you know, I'm just repeating what was said, yeah? You know what? Yes, I think Kane there, with Ange's style of play, would have scored a hatful more goals than he's scored in the last few seasons. But even without him, I'm pretty sure Ange will probably bring someone in, okay, that does the same. Now look, he's going to bring in some players that maybe you've never ever heard of, and you're going to think, who's that? Where the hell does he come from? But I tell you something, if Ange brings someone in, okay, he's done his homework, okay, and you have to trust him. I've always seen it on the comments, okay, we trust in Ange, so on and so forth. The Spurs supporters are behind him. They're now happy with him. They now believe in him, and it's only been 2 games. Look, that's all I've got to say. I don't have a lot to say, you know. I don't like Spurs, okay? They're not my team. Like I said, I know they're going to do well because Ange is there. I'm doing videos on this only because it's Ange Postecoglou, and he's still close to my heart. Love him for what he did at Celtic. But it is what it is, okay? I want Arsenal to do better than them. But that's all going to depend on Mikel Arteta. If I had to choose between the two, I would have taken Ange every day of the week. But it is what it is. We have who we have, and Spurs have a great manager, a fantastic manager. And I tell you what, he's going to prove everybody wrong, and he won't be sacked by Christmas. That's all I've got to say, Shah. I'm out.